Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Check out.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st down, Hines. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 22, Brissett. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch 28. Come on,
from the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Right here. Set. 19. Hey, they scared. They scared. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd and very short, Watson. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. In the car.
Faking the give. Now Watson. is going to have the hook up to QT. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Go, Mike.
We're set. Hey,
let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. It's a party.
let's go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett is going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with Hines. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check pass. Zoom. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing. Brissett. Trying to improvise. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 43. Kill.
Here's Hines. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all...
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Colby Lisenby, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check 99. Check 99. Boom, boom. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, chill.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready up. Got 55. 6. Line 55. Line 55. You must be.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stop short of the goal line.
Good work, D.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Watch the shit.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, Hubbard looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift. Ah!
They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. I got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
3rd and long, it's Watson. He's letting this one go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down now, it's Hubbard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Alert, alert! Let's get the ball. Mike 42, Mike 42. Here we go, here we go. 42's the mark, 42's the mark. Y'all not ready. Mike 42.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second and 9, Brissett eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Now it's Hines. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try to wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone. And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Now Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Whip, whip, whip,
Watson looks to throw again. Open man is QT, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brissett on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Check safety, check. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Right back to him on first down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. Brings Check 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Crunch. 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 To the back. That's it. 58. Time to go.
Out of the gun, Watson trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Colts 23.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard, he'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No.
They'll try the left side. Hines, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They run again with Hines. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Colts first down.
Ready. Check 9, check 9.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, keep it up.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Brissett. Wide open receiver complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Check 37. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
We're set. 19. Alert.
On 3rd down, it's Hubbard. Eluding the tackle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson now to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under crunch. Choose the mic. Check 54. Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This is it. 19. Get the course down. He's coming. Put it down. Put it down. He's crashing. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you, too.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Check 55 to Mike. Coming. Mike 55.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver